on the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie. I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw. Just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star, cause you can miss it.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
You're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy it.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This is intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Sampson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for second place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crown. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chiefs 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete to Palmer. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This defense for the Jags, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope they'll recover.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. The Chiefs at 7-5 now on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
A first down carry for Smith. And a lane slow materializing there is looking at maybe a yard up to the 45. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy, 55 yards. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And the Jaguars, first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Jaguars.
To throw, Williams. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Sampson. Now a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
1 yard gain.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Throwing is Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Sampson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's Williams. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brian Thomas with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jags have moved out in front. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chiefs, 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Now Ryland for the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. 1 more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 68 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Ryland on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Chiefs 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
14. Logan Cook to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, here's Smith again. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Yellow. Let's go up.
On the draw, this is Smith. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Yellow. Yellow. Easy.
Now Mahomes. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, we got to switch it up. We got to switch it up. We got to switch it up.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Still on his feet. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
49. Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Escapes the defender. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to do. There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Dylan Sampson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Now Ryland for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second and 7.
Yellow. 480. Yellow, yellow. Out. He's coming, double up. Hey, yellow, hey, go. Attack.
Now here's Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes third and the length of the football. Now Patrick going to change the play. From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to claw one back. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now after
City.
the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To the air, Williams. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Stay again.
To throw, it's Williams. Touchdown! A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Ryland on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the... And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that. Trying to win the award again this week.
Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 144 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into his ball game.
First down, Jaguars.
Yes. 22.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a give right side to Sampson. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 3rd and 14. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And Takes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
What is up?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 29, here's the second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
Looking to throw. Williams. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Breaks the tackle down the alley. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a give right side. Sampson. Now he's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. His first catch of this third quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas laying himself out in the end zone. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Yellow. Arsenal 80.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. Back to throw now on 1st down. And Mahomes will do it himself. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Mahomes now to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 34-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, Riblet, Riblet.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Palmer. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Inside handoff. Smith runs through the contact. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to at least get one score back. Extra point by Butker is on target. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Williams. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Line. There's a line. Attack. Come back.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yellow. There's a line.
That is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. After the penalty, it's Smith. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hey, 40.
Mahomes going to change things up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Jags are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Vegas.
To throw, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Sampson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And a big hit there. That was a man coming with bad intentions. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. On 4th down, here's Williams. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Running left, it's Smith. Take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They've done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Harrison Butker.
Now
to
after
kick
the
off
touchdown,
14
here's
City.
Butker on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though...
And that's caught inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Throwing is Williams. Throwing left side, it's complete. Then he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
On play action, here's Williams. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Now they'll change things up. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Caleb Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now Ryland for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
87, Chiefs 42.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now 2nd and 9. Smith up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now Mahomes. Throw left side taken in by Palmer. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is, For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contract, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
43!
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Trey Palmer, 53 yards. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. That's a tough combination to defend. You know, Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it, and he did there.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Looking long for Thomas. That's caught inside the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 63 yards.
First down. It's a gain of 63 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Yellow.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
Attack, attack.
First and 10 at the 15.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Back at his 48-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Palmer. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Line. Hey, 57, color, 57.
Mahomes going to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Open man, it's Palmer. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's a give to Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This 2nd and 4.
Easy. Go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down, Jaguars.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
On first down, Sampson. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Jacksonville, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem